one curve, which is those folks, the kids that live here and are being born, and the folks that are migrating in, the assumptions made. So,
The one thing we probably will do is we will probably, again, contact in person all of the municipalities again. When we originally did this, everybody was being pretty optimistic about what was gonna build and about what the timeline was. And they gave us timelines like Smith Meyer Farms, and it's gonna be eventually 300 houses, and it'll start here, and it'll finish here. And then, so we were kinda hoping as we got updates from people that the curve would sort of level out to more of a,
Flatten some.
less steep line. And as we've been driving around and talking to people and getting updates from municipalities, we haven't seen that yet. So
there's almost like there's been one every 2 weeks that pops out.
there have
Whether it's
been a
at
lot
Loud
of new
Creek or-
places popping up and a lot of construction happening faster.
Now, these have been typically 50 to 100, but what's not happening is anything disappearing so far,
Right.
so for what that's worth. So if anything, we may be, at this point, a little conservative.
So the
Yeah.
speed at which these things come online and where they're building faster will be important when we start to look at placing all of the projects all of the mini projects that are involved in whatever plan we come up with on a timeline. So the next step will be like, here's a map of the next 10 years. And this line in here is where we add on to Cheryl's Ford, and then we do Catawba, and then we wait to see if there's a tipping point there. In the meantime, we'll be ready to do something else in case that tipping point hits where I can't practically accommodate good education delivery, and then we'll do, this other thing, or we'll watch St. Stephen's and see, do we really need to do one school before the other school? As long as we get them designed and ready to go and on the table, when you're ready to pull the trigger, that will help us decide which
And ultimately
school to-
with those,